have it's kind of a question. It was actually a comment, a couple of comments that I noticed underneath my last video, which was focused on taking your kids' yoga classes online. So it was a comment that's come in from someone whose name I don't know. You didn't leave your name, just a letter. Quite mystical. So this is from R. And it says, "Thank you so much for your videos. I found you on the perfect day. I've been working on yoga class videos to put online, but I'm getting frustrated because I can't find a way to be myself on camera." And then right underneath that was another comment from Christine that said, "Thank you, Laura. Beautiful ideas. Just need to pluck up the courage to do it now." And so I realized and actually brought some memories back of feeling lacking, I should say, confidence and courage to actually go on camera, especially if it's live classes. And I just want to talk a little bit about that today. So how can you overcome this anxious feeling or the stress of actually taking your kids' yoga classes online? So you might have all this motivation, like, yeah, I want to do it. This is going to be fun. I know that I can do it. I've got an amazing community that want my classes online. I know my classes are awesome and really valuable, but then you can't get over the fear of actually putting yourself on camera or getting over the fear of going live, whether it's a Facebook Live or a YouTube or Instagram Live. And I totally hear you on this one. I really, really feel your pain and your anxiety on this one. My first video that I did online was before Facebook Lives, before live streaming, really. And it was, well, I think it was, I don't know. Those of you that know me well, you know that I'm not tech savvy at all. So it was 3 years ago, and I was on was it 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago. And it was actually I just finished leading a teacher training in Thailand. And on the training I had a student who's now a good friend called Emma Sealin. Some of you know her, some of you have heard me speak about her before. And she is just like this absolute technology goddess, and she has this most beautiful Instagram feed, and just everything is like so perfect. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, how are you doing that? But she was advising me. She was saying, you need to get on YouTube. You need to start doing videos. Like, your stuff is amazing. Why are you, only teaching like 8 people at a time? You need to get yourself out there, get on video. I was just like, absolutely no way. No way at all. I hated videos. Like, absolutely hated being on any videos at all. You will not see me on any videos as like a child or a teenager. Whenever my grandparents would be going around doing like the Christmas videos with the video camera, I am not on any of them because I hated being on camera. Whenever there was a competition that I wanted to enter, or a job that I wanted to go for, or a course that I wanted to do, and it required you to do a video, even if it was a 1-minute video to talk about yourself and only one person would be watching it, I would not do it. I wouldn't enter. I just absolutely could not stand the thought of being on video, which seems kind of crazy now because here I am doing a live Facebook video 3 years later. But Emma was really on my case throughout that training. She was like, you should try it. Why don't you just do it? Why don't you play with it? I didn't even want to play with it. And then I can't remember if it was Emma or Stacey, one of the other trainees, said, if you want to reach more people and you really do want to help more kids, you need to get online. You need to get on the videos. You need to be reaching out to more people. And I actually asked them, well, it was Emma's idea, but I asked all of my trainees to do a video testimonial at the end of my training, and they were all more than happy to do it, and they all did these beautiful video testimonials. And I was like, okay, this is super hypocritical because I can't possibly ask my teacher trainees to do a video testimonial, and they all did it with ease and confidence and was really happy to do it for me. I can't ask them to do that and watch them do that and then not actually put myself out there. You know, I can't put my students on YouTube and Facebook and be like, look at all their videos, but not do it myself. So after the training was finished, I had a couple of days, you know, out in the rainforest through in Thailand, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And so I got my camera because at the time I didn't have a phone or a laptop or anything like that. But I did have my camera for my travels. So I decided to focus on 5 techniques for children, yoga for children with special needs, which is my first ever video, and you'll see it on my YouTube channel. And I stacked it up on books, and I had this beautiful background of the rainforest, and I had all my notes there, and I was like, okay, and it wasn't live, you know, because it was on just a digital camera. And I started, hi, this is, oh no, that's not perfect. Start again, hi, this is Laura, oh no, that's not perfect. And I probably spent like an hour creating a 5-minute video. I mean, now I look at that and it just seems like such a waste of my time. But I was just so obsessed with it being perfect. I wanted to make sure it was valuable. I wanted to make sure it was quick so that people got the information as soon as possible. I didn't really want people to look at me, but I did it. And then eventually I actually put it onto YouTube, you know, when I went to the internet cafe. I had to walk 1.5 miles to the nearest internet cafe and then wait there for like 3 hours till it uploaded on this old school computer in an internet cafe in Ranong in Thailand. Not really an internet cafe, it's actually some guy with a computer who, you know, lets you use the computer and charges you for it. And I did it, and I put it on YouTube. And I was like, oh my god, like it's gonna go out into the world, the internet world, where millions of people will watch it. And of course, millions of people don't watch it, because the reality is, for about the first 3 months, the only people that are watching it are your family, so my mum, and the people who are already in your community, who love you anyway, who care for you, and who know you. So I think knowing that when you're putting your videos out there, you're not putting it out to the entire world. It really does feel like that, but that is not the reality. And this whole idea of like, what if it goes viral? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's probably not, unless you're doing something super extreme. But if you're teaching kids yoga, when you put your first video on YouTube or you put it on Facebook or Instagram, what's actually going to happen is you're going to have your wonderful family watch and say, well done, you were amazing. And you're going to have those that are already in your community, the parents, the kids that have seen you week after week and absolutely adore you. And they do not care if you've got a little bit of a shake in your voice, or what the background looks like, or what yoga clothes you're wearing. They just care about what you're sharing. And to be quite honest, most people are not even looking at the video most of the time. They're just listening to you, and they're just listening to the value that you're giving them. So I guess my advice from that would be, A, you've just got to do it. B, when you are making your video, perhaps just think about 1 or 2 people, or 1 or 2 kids and families in your community that you know will absolutely adore this video and love it, no matter what it looks like. They will absolutely love the value that you're giving them. And number 2, you know, as for being yourself, the only way that you can really be yourself on camera is if you just do it and go for it, and you don't focus on perfection. So don't press start and then say something and then go, oh no, that was wrong, stop. And don't keep don't keep recording the same video over and over and over again until you get it perfect, because to be quite honest, it really won't ever be perfect, and you'll get yourself into such a stressful state that you will not be able to come across as yourself. You won't actually be yourself. Because your natural self is obviously not stressed and anxious, especially within kids yoga. If you're filming a kids yoga class, your natural state should be and is creative, loving, compassionate. You just want to share, you want to connect. And that is what the children need to see and feel. They do not want to see and feel your stress or your perfect background, your perfect yoga outfit, or the perfect way to, say your alignment cues. Because that's not really what your kids' yoga classes are about. And when you're in a kids' yoga class in person, you can't just stop and rewind or pause and re-record. What you just go with it. You do what you do, you say what you say, and the kids are always going to forgive your mistakes. They don't even notice it half the time. And it's the same online as well. So I would actually say the Facebook Lives, YouTube Live, IGTV, where you can't just stop and record, and whatever you say, because it's live, it's going out there. It can seem scarier, but you might, if you're really struggling to find your own personality, not to find your personality, but if you're struggling to bring your actual personality across and be yourself on camera, then going live, you have no choice but just to be yourself. Even with a shaky voice or with a blank mind. But this is why your community love you. They love you not because you're perfect. They love you because of the mistakes that you make, because of who you are, and just remember that. So yeah, my top tips for overcoming any fear or anxiety with regards to going on camera or doing your online kids yoga classes. Or it might not be kids yoga classes, maybe you're teaching parents, maybe you're teaching teachers and you're trying to do it online. Just do it. Remember that this is not about you. This is actually about you sharing with the families, the parents, the teachers in your community. If you have something to share, whether it's something creative or a tool that you want to share with the kids, or family support, or a piece of advice for another teacher, then you need to go out there and share it, okay? You need to just do it. Don't hold it in, because now is the time when we all need to support one another. We all are looking for help. We've got families and teachers all over the world who are really looking for inspiration, looking for support, looking for new techniques to help their children and their families and their community through yoga, meditation, and mindfulness. And if you have this knowledge, you need to share it. So don't make it about you being on the video. Make it about sharing what you know and the valuable experience and skills and knowledge that you have to share with the families and your community. So make it about them. Just go ahead and do it, and don't allow yourself to press stop and re-record. Just go with it, and then you'll find that you will naturally be yourself. And maybe the first minute will be super nerve-wracking, and it might take you 15 minutes before you press that live button. Maybe your finger will be hovering over go live for like 15 minutes, but just do it. And eventually when you do your first one, you'll think, oh, do you know what? That was not so bad. And actually only 5 people watched it. And you'll feel like you'll be ready to do another one. So please do try it out if you haven't already done a Facebook or Instagram Live, or even if you have done it and you were really nervous and said, okay, I'm never doing that again. Try it out, keeping in mind what I've just shared with you, and then comment below to let me know how you felt when you were doing your video, recording your video, or sharing your Facebook Live or Instagram Live. Let us know how you felt, and what were the responses from your community and from the kids that were on your online class. So just let me know how it all went. So I really want to know. And if you have any other questions related to growing your business or taking your children's yoga classes online, then send them in so that I can continue to share some inspiration, some knowledge, some new techniques with you to help you grow and expand and to help you share and support your community. And I am doing a live workshop on the 11th, so in 10 days, no, 11 days, 10 days, the 11th of May. And this workshop is focused on taking your kids' yoga classes online with ease and confidence. And so in this workshop, I'll be tackling all problems. So I'll be doing a live Q&A, but I'll also be sharing techniques and strategies to help you with the biggest problems, from keeping the children safe and engaged during your classes, during your online classes, how to realistically get paid, and pricing options, payment options, how to actually move from leading your free classes that you might be doing now to getting paid, so that you can make this a long-term sustainable part of your kids yoga business. And other any other suggestions really that come in, but I really want to focus on how you can easily and playfully and joyfully take your children's yoga classes online. How you can stand out when there are many children's yoga classes online now. How can you stand out? How can you reach more families? How can you show everybody that you do have a lot of value and something unique to share? So I'll be leading that workshop on the 11th of May, and it is free and exclusive to all of my members of my Mindful Teachers membership. So for those of you that have already joined and this is the first time you're hearing it, we've got a live workshop, and obviously you'll get the recording too, on the 11th of May. If you're not part of my membership and you really would love to be, you not only get exclusive access to this workshop that I'll be leading on the 11th of May, but you will also get my lesson plans that I just released today that are focused on life cycles of a butterfly, life cycles of frogs, and they are aimed at 3 to 7-year-olds and 8 to 11-year-olds. They come with all the resources, meditation scripts, and newly I've added, it also comes with tips and adaptions for teaching that exact class online. So whether you're teaching it online now, or whether you're going to be using that plan, in 6 months' time or a year's time, because you'll be able to, download it and keep the lesson plans. You can run it online or in person. So it's written so that you have the information on how to run the activity if you're doing virtual kids yoga or if you're doing in-person kids yoga. And if you join right now, you also get instant access to 16 other lesson plans. So you can head over to the through the link that's attached to this video just to find out all the information about the workshop, about the lesson plans, the resources. It's $18 US. So honestly, for all of that value, it's like valued over $250 for $18. Just click on the link, check it out, see if it's something that you're interested in, and hopefully I will see you on that live workshop on May the 11th. All right, thanks for listening, everybody, and don't forget to comment to let me know how your first kids yoga online class, your video or your live, let me know how it goes. Bye.